This video explains what you have to do to start a regular or urgent motion in family court and the forms you need. A motion is when you ask the court to make a temporary order on specific issues. Regular motions and urgent motions use the same forms. Which motion you bring depends on how quickly you need the order and whether you had a case conference. A case conference is when you and your partner speak with a judge or dispute resolution officer about how to move your case forward and solve your issues. You bring a regular motion if you've already had a case conference. This is the most common type of motion. You bring an urgent motion if you have not had a case conference. You must ask the court for permission to do this and explain why you cannot wait until after a case conference. Check the family law rules to learn what is needed at every step in a court case. Rule 14 deals with regular and urgent motions. To bring a motion, you need Form 14, Notice of Motion, and Form 14A, Affidavit. You can get all court forms online or from the courthouse. They are available in English and French. On page 1 of Form 14, fill out your name and address, your partner's name and address, and if either of you have a lawyer, the time, date, and court address for when and where your motion will be heard. If you have an existing case, use the same court address that's on your other court documents. Ask the court about available dates for your motion. The checkbox to say if you're giving your partner a copy of your affidavit. In almost all cases, you should check this off. The checkbox to say if you're giving your partner a notice about a case conference if you have not had one. The box where you list other documents in your continuing record that you will use to support your motion, like a financial statement. A continuing record is the court file that has all the important documents in your case. On page 2, Form 14, you must include the orders that you want the court to make. Be as specific as you can. For example, if you want child support for 2 children, give the children's names and dates of birth. Say how much child support you want the court to order each month, what income it is based on, and when it should start. If you don't know exactly what you want, write a more general order. For example, if you're not seeing your child regularly, ask for an order for parenting time that's in the best interest of the child. Then, at the hearing, you can say what kind of schedule you think would be best for the child. Or the judge might ask you what you want. If you're bringing an urgent motion, ask for an order that allows your motion to be heard before a case conference. In Form 14A, you tell the court why you should get the orders you asked for in your notice of motion. This is your chance to tell your story. If you're bringing an urgent motion, make sure to explain why you cannot wait until after a case conference. You can also attach supporting documents to Form 14A. For example, receipts showing daycare expenses, screenshots of text messages, or proof of income like pay stubs. These attachments are called exhibits to the affidavit. Describe what each exhibit is in your affidavit. Then, on the top of each document, write Exhibit A, Exhibit B, and so on, and attach each document to your affidavit as Tab A, Tab B, and so on. Form 14A should focus only on the important facts that show why you should get the orders you're asking for. For example, financial information is not usually relevant to parenting issues. Don't exaggerate. It's usually best to avoid words like never or always. If you picked your children up from school almost all of the time, for example, don't say you always pick them up. Say that there were only a few times when you could not make it. Try to only include information that you've seen. If you want to include information that you heard from someone else, give the name of the person and say that you believe it to be true. For example, you could say something like, My neighbor Aisha Fernandez told me the following, and I believe it to be true. In some cases, you may also get other people, like a doctor or neighbor, to give evidence for you. They can put this in their own affidavit, or you can attach a document from them to your Form 14A as an exhibit. Your local court has rules about how many affidavits you can include and how long they can be. These rules are called practice directions. You can find them on the court's website. Contact the court if you need more help. You must swear or affirm that the information in your affidavit is true before you sign it. You do this in front of a notary public or commissioner for taking affidavits. That person also signs and dates the affidavit. There are commissioners at all family courts and at some Service Ontario locations who will do this for free. Other people like a lawyer, notary public, or paralegal can also do this, but they may charge you. You may also need to update or fill out other forms. If your motion deals with financial issues, you may need to update your financial statement, which will be either a Form 13 or Form 13.1. Or you may need to fill out a Form 14A affidavit that explains any changes to your last financial statement. If your motion deals with parenting issues, you may need to update your Form 35.1 affidavit about decision-making responsibility, parenting time, and contact. Check the family law rules to see what other documents you may need to include. Rule 13 deals with financial disclosure, and Rule 35.1 deals with parenting. If you bring a motion with notice, you must give your partner a copy of your documents before the motion so that they have a chance to respond. This is called serving your partner. Rule 6 of the Family Law Rules says you must serve your partner at least 6 days before the date your motion is heard. The person who serves your partner must fill out Form 6B, Affidavit of Service. In it, they say when, where, and how they served your partner. After your partner gets your documents, you must file them with the court. This means you put all your forms as well as Form 6B Affidavit of Service into your court file. You can do this online or at the courthouse. Use Cleo's guided pathways to fill out your court forms. To learn more about motions and family law, go to stepstojustice.ca/motions.